We'll start with Marcus Benjamin from Kings County. Yes.
Hi, Davonte. Just wanted to ask you about the overall depth of this DB room and just the fact that you got a lot of Broward County guys in the room. So, how does that kind of help with the bond of the room, and how does that help build competition?
As far as the depth in the room, like you said, we have a lot of guys. Just going throughout the fall camp, just we're all coming out trying to compete and work our craft and get better every day. And we push each other and stay on top of each other. So I feel like that competition is definitely helping us stay on top of our game. And just a lot of us, like you said, being from Broward County, that's just makes the bond even easier because you know how I feel like Broward County is different from other places. And we talk and do things alike. So just that bond helps us on the field and off the field too to connect and just have that brotherhood relationship on the field.
Go to Susan Miller Degnan from the Miami Herald. Susan.
Hey, Davonte, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, thank you. So we talked to your brother, and we talked to him about you and your relationship and stuff. How's it going with him, you think? I mean, it's his first year in college. Has he been listening to you? It seems like he has been. And we also asked him what it would be like to if you guys started together.
Just watching him come in, even from the summer, I just been excited to be here with him because that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. He has been listening to me, trying to take heed. I'm seeing the transition from high school to college. He's understanding that what he did in high school is things are different now. So just try to help him make that adjustment. Talking to him and staying in his ear because we see the potential that he has. He just has to put it all together and come to practice hard every day, and he's gonna be all right. But just playing on my brother, that's the thing. A lot of people don't get an opportunity to do, so I'm not taking it for granted.
And the last thing I wanted to ask you is, this will be his first college game coming up. I mean, what advice would you give him? What do you tell him? And just like the other young guys.
For the first college game, I know probably be a little nervous, jitters, but I tell him like it's just football. You've been playing this game your whole life, so go out there and just have fun. I feel like that's the most important thing. Don't be too uptight. Have fun out there with your teammates. And DB, as far as try not to think too much and just play to what you see on the field and react and have fun and make plays.
Go to Daryl Streeter from Caneville. Daryl.
What's going on? I have a question. What's one thing your brother does well on or off the field that you would take from him?
Say that one more time. You said
What's one thing that your brother does well on or off the field that you would take from him? A skill, a trait, anything. I asked him the same question.
on the field, I say I like how he plays with physical gymnastics. He plays the game like a bully. Like he likes to be physical. So I feel like that's one thing on the field.
Go
Thanks.
to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey Devonte, you've been a college cornerback now for a few years. Just what's the, I guess, just like I can put it, like what's the vibe of this cornerback room? It's a couple guys who were here last year, but they're still learning the new defense. You and a bunch of other guys who have gotten here in the spring and in the summer who are learning the new defense and also kind of learning, just everything from like where to go on campus to, the culture and everything on the team. Just how does that all kind of gel together, and how does that compare to other cornerback, units that you've been in?
Well, I'll say uh, it's a little different, but just how we all are gelling together and just going and compete. And I say that's the main thing that sticks out to me. Like I feel like every practice, you know, we been put in different situations, where we're out there tired, where, it's hot, like how we gonna respond. And all of us just, push through, find a way to, get through practice and stay strong mentally, whether we're tired on the field, off the field. And I feel like we have that bond off the field too, to, go over each other's houses and, do things together. So I feel like that's important. And I had the same thing in, other rooms that I've been in. but just that ability to compete and go to work every day, I feel like that's what makes us different.
And you mentioned like hanging out with each other off the field at each other's houses. What do you guys like to do together?
We like to go fishing. Sometimes we go fishing. Play video games together. They always, trying to get on Madden or play 2K or something. And I say we like to go out to eat sometimes together. So we'll go eat at a restaurant and chop it up.
Go to Matt Shodell from Cane Sport.
Yeah, hey Davonte. Everyone talks about the wide receivers having all these different body types that can help them, create mismatches. From your perspective, how many different body types do you see at cornerbacks? I know you guys are all, a lot of you are cross training at nickel and just a lot, it seems like a lot of different body types too in your room, sort of similar to receiver. Can you sort of see that? And if that's the case, do you sort of see maybe there could be almost a rotation at corner, which is sort of unusual? Just want to get your thoughts on that.
In our room, I feel like it is different body types. You got a few corners, few of us that's a little more taller and lengthy. And then you got a few guys who's not as tall, but more quick twitch guys. So I feel like we all complement each other. And I feel like we all can move around and play different positions. And as far as the starting spots, we're doing whatever coach, asks us to do. I'm sure that's the mindset of all the other players too. So we're not worried about that right now. We're just, coming to work every day, and that will unfold itself.
All right, last two questions. We'll go to Marcus and then Susan. One question each, please.
Yeah, Davonte, you came in as a pretty polished cornerback coming here. But in this new system and now being coached by Coach Adai, what small things have you kind of learned with him? And how has he kind of improved your game?
I feel like I've learned a lot from Adai since I've been here. One thing being you gotta focus on the details and the coverage as far as, your alignment, stance, and working on your pad level, because all that plays a part in, going through your progressions and, coming out of breaks and making plays. You gotta focus on the little details, especially at cornerback. Being such a technical position, if we in a certain call, taking away a certain leverage and stuff that can help you make a lot more plays and shrink the field down so you don't have to cover the whole field. So just stuff like that, knowing where your help is at and stuff like that. I learned a lot from him.
All right, last question comes from Susan.
Hey, Davonte again. We've been talking about different body types and stuff with guys. And I don't think we asked Damari, actually. He talked about that he stayed around the same weight, but what's you would probably know his height and weight, and also your height and weight right now.
Damari, I say 6'1.5", like 194. And I'm 6'2", 190.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Davonte, thank you very much for your time. Everyone else, thank you as well.
Thank you.